Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Hey, we have got a delicious meal in store this evening. I've gotten some things kind of started for us because this does have to be in the oven for 45 minutes. So what I have already done is I boiled some chicken. This is what we're having is chicken spaghetti. I think I told you that. But full disclosure, this is item for item the Pioneer Woman's chicken spaghetti. I've tried other ones and I always come back to this one. It's very flavorful and it's mild. There's no really surprises in it. So anyway, you know, she's putting these recipes out there so we can enjoy them. So we're going to enjoy them. So that's exactly what I've done. Okay, I started by boiling my chicken and I didn't want y'all to have to wait on that. So for 30 minutes, I boiled 3 chicken breasts. And what we do is we save that water. I took my chicken out, let it cool, and broke it all up. I needed 2 cups of cooked chicken. I've got just a little bit over that. And truthfully, I didn't need that full 3rd breast. I've saved that. But I've got all the chicken that I need here. The broth that I cooked the chicken in, it was just water, but the chicken cooked in it, so it made us a nice flavored broth. That is what we're cooking our spaghetti in. So you need 3 cups of broken pieces of spaghetti. And it's funny because, you know, she says break them in 2. So I took my things and broke them in 2. And then I read deeper into the recipe, inch pieces. So some of these are not 2-inch pieces. But anyway, we drop these in here. That's angel hair pasta. It's going to cook pretty quick, plus it's going to go back into the oven. So while that cooks, we are going to put everything together. This is going to be our main mixing bowl. And what we're going to do is get it all in here and then put it in a casserole dish and put it in the oven. So into this pot, we're going to put our chicken. Use whatever chicken you want. I just lean to the white meat chicken. I know a lot of people like the dark meat chicken. A lot of people like the skin on the chicken. This is just my preference, and that's the thing we can do because it's our recipe. Modify it however your family likes it. We wanted boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, from that point, we are going to just go right down this list. We've got 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. And you know, I heard a lady talking the other day that was cooking, talking about how you can tell where people are from and their ages by the different kinds of cream soups they use. So she probably has me pegged because this is delicious. It just kind of completes the recipe. So 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Another funny thing I saw were kids trying to use a can opener the other day on YouTube. They couldn't figure it out. Well, Campbell's has made it no longer an issue. You just pull the tab. Okay, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. I think I have seen recipes where they put 1 each of chicken, 1 of cream of mushroom, whatever you want. I just go with her recipe because I like it. Okay, in this, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of diced green pepper. I didn't have green pepper, I had a yellow pepper. You want to dice them pretty small because, you know, you don't have a lot of it, but you want it to incorporate all through it. So I cut them pretty small. Same thing with my onion. 1/4 cup of finely diced onion. I just happen to have a purple onion in the crisper, so I cut it pretty small. And again, absolutely something you can omit if somebody doesn't like onion. But my husband and I probably take some of this like I usually do to my mom, and she will enjoy that. Let me get rid of this little bitty one. These little spatulas that are smaller are so convenient for getting stuff out of the cans. Another reason this is so good, we've got 2 cups of cheese in here. I went ahead and grated it. I just used my hand grater this time. It's been sitting here a little bit. It's gotten a little bit soft, but that doesn't matter. It's going to melt and be delicious. So now we've got our cheese in. Let me mix that around just a little bit. It calls for a jar of pimentos, and it actually calls for a jar of diced. I got the sliced ones, so I had to drain them and then just dice them up a little bit. Luckily I found that before I put it in there. But that is just the pimento. And that kind of gives it a different flavor. It's really good. So we've got that in here. This is just our seasoning. We have just a teaspoon of Lowry seasoned salt. That's what this is. And I buy this obviously in a big container too. I never really looked to see what all was in seasoned salt, but I like it. And it is salt, sugar, paprika, turmeric, onion, cornstarch, and garlic. So it's pretty good. And then it's just 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. So mix that in. Really, all we're waiting on now is our pasta. And it doesn't have to cook very much longer because, like I said, it's angel hair. Just look to see the cooking instructions on your pasta when you drop it down, because it's going to take less time, and plus it's going to continue cooking in the oven. So it doesn't have to be completely done. They say very al dente, and I bet that's where we're at. So let me turn that off. Double check our recipe. We've got the 2 cups of chicken. Our spaghetti's cooking. We're getting ready to put that in. 2 cans cream of mushroom soup. 2 cups of grated cheese. I put a Colby Jack, which is Colby cheese and Monterey Jack. It's just a really good flavored cheese. So that's what we have in here. 1/4 a cup of the finely diced green pepper. I had yellow. The 1/4 of a cup finely diced onion. The pimentos. We've got now the seasoning salt and the pepper. Oh, we need a little cayenne pepper. I'm so sorry. Let me grab that. Right here. She does put a lot of cayenne pepper in her stuff. I think this just calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's probably about like that. And it calls for more salt and pepper to taste. I think that we're good. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Let me grab my little spider, see if I can get this pasta out with my spider instead of having to take it to the sink. The only thing that worries me is we're pretty small slices, but I think we'll be able to get it out. We have had a fun day. I've actually been in training class all day. You know, as a realtor, we're learning all the time. So today I had an 8-hour class, the first of 6 8-hour classes. So we're always learning to be better for y'all. So be sure you call a realtor. Okay, we are to the point that we're going to mix this up and get it in the oven. My casserole dish is ready. I didn't put anything in the casserole dish. This is so nice and soupy. I don't think we're going to need anything. We actually will add just a little bit of that broth. And I believe it actually calls for 2 cups of that broth. So let me get, this is probably 1/2 a cup. You'll see that's going to make it just stir so much better. Let's start with that much and then we'll see if we need more. It does call for 2 cups. It's probably going to take it because we've got all that soup. You know, the soup is usually 1-to-1, a can of water to a can of soup. So yeah, we're going to need that other little bit of water. I bet y'all have made this before. It's not hard, but it is delicious. So that's going to be it. We're going to put this in our casserole dish, and then we're going to stick it in the oven. My oven's already preheated to 350, and it cooks for 45 minutes. I'm going to put this in this dish, and then you put another cup of cheese on top. But I wanted to let you know, too, the only thing we're going to have with this is some garlic bread and then a salad. But, you know, I just buy the garlic bread, the $1 loaf at, I got it at Walmart. And then I will put up what all's in this. It's just 1/2 a cup of butter, and it's got some garlic, and I minced it super fine. I used my chopper and minced it really fine because it's going to be not going to be sauteed. It's going to be cooked in the oven. And then we're going to put that in the put this on the bread, and it's going to go in the last 10 minutes this is cooking. So when we come back, we're going to have bread and our chicken spaghetti. Thank you, Pioneer Woman. And then we're going to have a salad. So We'll see you back here 45 minutes and it'll be time to eat a delicious dinner. You know what time it is? It's dinner time. I have looked forward to this chicken spaghetti all day. Let me get it out. Let's look at it. Oh, I just turned the oven off so it's a little, so it can cool off just a little bit. Doesn't that look fabulous? Listen, the only thing I omitted to tell you was that this actually called for 3 cups of cheese. 1 cup was reserved for the top. So I put that on after I let y'all go a while ago. And look at this delicious cheese bread. This is just an Italian loaf that I picked up at Walmart. They're $1. We've served half of it tonight. I've got the other half for something later in the week. It's just a half a stick of butter, some garlic that was minced up really good. I think I used 2 cloves. I had some parsley and then topped it with some Parmesan cheese. Cooked it for 10 minutes. Doesn't it look fabulous? And then I have a salad that we're going to have on the side. This has got a balsamic vinaigrette on it. It's my first time to use this recipe. If it's really good, I'll share it with you, but I want to make sure it's really good first. I have a recipe from my cousin. I think she's omitted something. Mine never tastes as good as hers. But anyway, you have to keep that to yourself, I guess. So this is what we're having for dinner. The Pioneer Woman's chicken spaghetti. Look that recipe up online, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It was simple, it's filling, and it's impressive. So have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.